goodness, it's on. What's up, you guys? I'm Zamar Love, and welcome to the channel. Oh my goodness, yes! We are finally doing it, and I am so excited for this. So, let me just give you a little rundown. Like I said, my name is Zamar Love. I am a drag queen here in Chicago, Illinois. And aside from reading people, I love to read books, okay? So, I thought, what better way to mix the two worlds of drag and books than to get on YouTube and do a little booktube. But my booktube will also be featuring makeup. Yes, honey, you've heard it here first. When it comes to this channel, I will be doing book reviews, and each book review that I do, the makeup that I do will be based off of the colors that are used in that book cover. So it's gonna be super cool. You get to watch something, you get to hear how I feel about the books. There's gonna be 2 videos a week. On Tuesdays, we are going to do our general book review where I'll be doing my makeup for that week. It'll be very simple, no spoilers for everybody who just likes to know if this is a good book to read. And then on Thursdays, I'll be doing this is what happened in the book, honey. And that's what I'm gonna dive in. Full spoilers, full spilling the tea, and I think you guys are gonna love that. I know there's some people who don't like a good spoiler, but I'm not one of them. Spoil that, okay? I wanna know the tea. So, we are here. I just got home from the gig. It's like 5:30 in the morning. Can you see that? It's 5:30 in the morning, and I said, let's get this recorded because my books for this month's book of the month came in today. We are gonna be doing a unhaul, or I wanna call it a U-haul so bad, but I know that's not what it's called. We're gonna do a unhaul of, is that what it's called? Crap, I don't know. Comment below, let me know if I'm calling it the right thing. But I'm gonna let you guys know what books I got this month of October. There are some book of the month books in here. There are some books that I found on my own. And I think that they're all really good selections. So if this is the kind of content that you like, please make sure that you subscribe. This is my first video. Hello, YouTube. Well, I'm not used to YouTube. I have a podcast, 2 Queens, 1 Blanc. Go check it out. But I wanted to do this because, like I said, I love books and I've always wanted to do a makeup YouTube channel. So let's combine the two. Anyway, let's get into these books that I got for this month. First book is This Close to Okay by Lisa Cross Smith. Sorry, I'm trying to read it in the camera and it's really hard to do that. Now, this book I'm super excited to get into. It did come from Book of the Month, as you can see. Let me give you a little rundown on what the book is about. All right, a powerful, vibrant novel about the life-changing weekend shared between 2 strangers. Ooh, that sounds juicy, baby. Tell me what's the tea. What was they doing together? Is it a love story? Is it not? Is it a murder? Is it a mystery? I don't know. That's another thing about me. Sometimes I won't know what the books are about. I'm very much so a Libra, and I love an aesthetic. I love the visual. So the cover spoke to me. I saw this beautiful woman and this very handsome man, and I said, I want to read that. I don't even know what this book is about. So let's find out together. That is so terrible, but it is so true. So, on a rainy October night in Kentucky, recently divorced therapist Tally Clark is on her way home from work when she spots a man precariously standing at the edge of a bridge. Without a second's thought, Tally pulls over and jumps out of the car into the pouring rain. She convinces the man to join her for a cup of coffee, and he eventually agrees to come back to her house, where he finally shares his name, Emmett. Ooh. Wait. So you're just picking up people and taking them back to your house without knowing their names, sis? I ain't judging. What she doesn't realize is that Emmett isn't the only one who needs healing, and they both are harboring secrets. Alternating between Tally's and Emmett's perspectives as they inch closer to the truth of what brought Emmett to the bridge's edge, as well as the hard truths that Tally has been grappling with since her marriage ended. This Close to Okay is an uplifting, cathartic story about chance encounters, hope found in unlikely moments, and the subtle magic of human connection. Yeah, I had no idea what it was about. But like I said, the cover spoke to me, and I was thinking, ooh, the makeup, colors, and looks that I could do with this. I'm pretty excited for it. So this is now being added to our bookshelf. Just so you know, she has her books listed there. I have a bunch over there, and then you can't really see this one. Let's see. Okay, it's like a bunch. Oh, now we done broke it off the camera. Oh Lord. Say hey to Beyonce. Hey Beyonce. Oh. Hey Beyonce. Hey Beyonce. I'm terrible. All right, so you can't really tell. I don't even think that was a good angle, but I have a bunch of books over there, books all behind me, books in the living room. Baby, I love reading. So the next book that came from Book of the Month. I am one of the people that gave 5 books from Book of the Month, so I try and get all of my books from Book of the Month. So not all of them, but like, you know, like I try to make sure that I get my 5. So the next book that I got, because it is spooky ooky season, I got The Shadows by Alex North. And this book, I mean, I don't know what it's about, but I know that it's spooky ooky because it's called The Shadows. And everybody knows that anything done in the dark is scary. Ooh, let's see. They believed they could control their dreams. Instead, they created a nightmare. Like I said, it's gonna be a good little spooky ooky read for October, so I had to grab this. Here we go. You knew a teenager like Charlie Crabtree, a dark imagination, a sinister smile, always on the outside of the group. Some part of you suspected that he might be capable of doing something awful. 25 years ago, Crabtree did just that, committing a murder. Paul Adams remembers the case all too well. Crabtree and his victims were Paul's friends. Paul has slowly put his life back together, but now his mother, old and suffering from dementia, has taken a turn for the worse. Though every inch of him resists, it is time to come home. It's not long before things start to go wrong. Paul learns that Detective Amanda Beck is investigating another copycat that has struck in a nearby town of Featherbank. His mother is distressed. I can't wait to see what this book is about, okay? The Shadows. That's gonna be a very interesting read. Okay, next book on the list, we do have Stars in Your Eyes by Kason Calendar. Is that just calendar? Somebody let me know. Anyway, let's figure out what this book is about, shall we? Seeing only one kind of Percy? Seeing only one kind of person as worthy of love or considered hot messed with my head. It made me think that I wasn't good enough for that role too. Logan Gray is Hollywood's bad boy, a talented but troubled actor who the public loves to hate. Maddie Cole is an up-and-coming golden boy, adored by all but plagued by insecurities. When Logan and Maddie are casted as leads in the new romantic film, Logan claims that Matt has zero talent, sending the film's publicity into a nosedive. To create positive buzz, the two are persuaded into a fake dating scheme. But as the two actors get to know their characters, real feelings start to develop. As public scrutiny intensifies and old wounds surface, the two must fight for their relationship and their love. I'm excited to read this book. I will definitely be reading this soon. I love a good love story. And you know, I'm not one of those people who can read super spooky, ooky, scary books all the time. And the fact that I want to read a lot for October right now, and we're already going on week 2 of October. Not me putting up 4 fingers, but we're going up to week 2 of October already. I'm gonna have to read some lighthearted love, some random funny stuff, because too much dark, spooky, ooky, kooky shit stuff. It messes with me. So, next on the roster, just 2 more books from Book of the Month, but I am very excited about this one because this one right here, Sign Here. Yes, honey, I have gotten Sign Here by none other than Claudia Lux, and I can't wait to see what's the tea. A darkly humorous, surprisingly poignant. Also, just so y'all know, I don't know how to read. Y'all will see this a lot. I was trying to read something and the words will just be not wording for me. But you know, it makes sense to me. And as long as it makes sense to me, that's all that matters. Y'all can figure it out. Get the book. Figure it out yourself. An utterly gripping debut novel about a guy who works in hell, literally, and is on the cusp of a big promotion if only he can get one more member of the wealthy Harris family to sell their soul. To be honest, I don't need to read the rest of what this book is about because that's exactly why I picked it up. This is supposed to be a hilarious read. It's supposed to be very entertaining and it's supposed to be very good. So I got my fingers crossed for it. I'm gonna get into it. Hopefully it's giving Halloween spooky ooky ooky with a little bit of not commentary, with a little bit of comedic relief. So I'm excited about that one. Anyway, this is my actual selection for the month, and this was selected by my drag censor, Princess Booty Shorts. I could not decide for the life of me which one of the books this month I wanted to select. And so I gave her my phone. I said, just scroll through, girl. Let me know which books are grabbing you. And when she told me this one, I said, no shade, that was one of the ones that I wanted. So I just went ahead and selected this one. It's Starling House, okay? And it's by Alex E. Harrow. I don't know. All I know is it gave everything that I wanted to give, or everything I wanted it to give, just based off of the description of what the book was. I did read it on the Book of the Month page because I couldn't figure out which one. Too many covers were speaking to me. Too many things were like, get this one, get this one, get this one, get that one. No, I didn't want to do all that. So I was like, let's just figure out what this actual book is about. And I can tell you right now that apparently this is a goth fiction. And it's about a haunted house, clearly. And so it states, I dream sometimes about a house I've never seen. Opal is a lot of things. Orphan, high school dropout, full-time cynic, and part-time cashier. But above all, she's determined to find a better life for her younger brother, Jasper. One that gets them out of Eden, Kentucky. A town remarkable for only 2 things: bad luck and E. Starling, the reclusive 19th century author of The Underland, who disappeared over 100 years ago. There's another little piece there. I'm not gonna read it. All I know is I'm gonna read this soon. We have gone through our Book of the Month books for this month. Everybody clap. We're excited. Yes, let's get to the nitty gritty. These are books that I either A, found, B, was recommended to, or or C, I don't know, I got these on my own. All right, so the first book on this list was recommended to me by Amazon. They said, the girl, you might like this book based off of the other books that you've gotten. So I said, okay, let's give it a little read along. And that is The Paradox Hotel. And this is by Rob Hart. It says, an impossible crime, a detective on the edge of madness, the future of time travel at stake. That right there, what's the book giving? It's giving sci-fi. It's giving could possibly resemble my all-time favorite book, which is Recursion. If you know, you know. Not that running security at the Paradox was ever really easy. Nothing simple at a hotel where the ultra-wealthy tourists arrive costumed for a dozen... Costumed, that's not custom. I told y'all. Costumed for a dozen different time periods, all eagerly waiting to catch their flights to the past. We have time travel. We have ghosts. We have crime. I'm in. Sign me up. I can't wait to see what the Paradox Hotel is giving. Also, blue is one of my favorite colors, and I love painting with blue. The next book that we are going to be going and adding to our shelves. This is something that I found in one of the little free libraries. I love driving around the neighborhood, seeing what books are in the little free library out here. There is also an app. I can't remember what exactly it's called, but I will list it below. If you do want to start, sorry, my hair is getting stuck on my earring and it's, this is unacceptable. Hold, please. I'm very excited for this. It's a little scandalous, a little seductive, a little erratic, shall I say? All I know is it grabbed my attention and I grabbed it out of the little free library box. Book that I'm talking about is Submission. Yes, this is Submission, and it is by Marthy Blay. Blah, 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 blah. BLAU, look it up. First of all, this comes off. Well, duh, all book covers come off. But the fact that the book cover is a corset. Love this. All right. You'll want to scream, but you'll be gagged. You'll want to cry, but you'll be blindfolded. You'll want to run, but you'll be tied up. You'll have no way of begging me. I'll do what I want with you. Tie me up, throw me on the bed. I bite my hand to stifle my cry, and he smiles at me. My body feels broken in pieces, but I answer his smile with my eyes. I've done it, and ridiculous as it may seem, absurd as it may seem, I'm very proud of myself for masturbating in an office in the afternoon, in front of a man, in front of him, while he watched me, followed my every move, my every expression, my every wanton action. Submission. This next one, my little sister recommended to me. Shout out to you, Faith. Thank you so much for this recommendation. She recommended me this book when I went home to Vegas recently, and it sounded like something that I would get into. You've probably heard about this book. I've heard about this book before my sister recommended it to me, but since she recommended it and she's currently reading it, I said, okay, let me go ahead and get it. And that is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. And baby, when I tell you, my sister told me that this book was about a woman who basically is on the verge of ending it all. And she steps into she steps into a library the night that she planned to do the do. And every book that she picks up happens to be a different version of her life and what it could be, what it could have been. And I said, oh, sign me up. I want to read this. This sounds like an amazing book. It sounds like such a good read. So it's added to the list. Will I read it soon? Who knows? But it's definitely going to be read this year. All right, we got 2 more books. This one I am the most excited for. This one I pre-ordered back in July, and it came out October 3rd. And if that date sounds familiar to you, it's because that is the date that Jordan Peele decided to release Out There Screaming. And baby, I cannot wait to read this book. Seeing Jordan Peele with a book, I said I have got to get this book. Literally, I am such a huge fan of all of the movies that Jordan Peele has worked on, and I just think that his mind is so good when it comes to spooky ooky. So to have a novel, and it's definitely giving, I said, oh yeah, let me just go ahead and buy this. Have no idea what it's about, but let's find out together. The visionary writer and director of Get Out, Us, and Nope curates this groundbreaking anthology of all new stories of Black horror, exploring not only the terrors of the supernatural, but the chilling reality of injustice that haunts our nation. That part. That was enough for me to know, yep, this is a good book that I can't wait to read. And hopefully it is good. But I can let you know, out of all of the books that I have right now, that is the first book that I will be reading. Let's move on to our final book. Now, I know. A lot of people do not like this man. I'm talking about Stephen King's Holly. Yes, I know. It's a controversial thing. I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna read a good book, period. I have no problem deciphering the artist from the art, the writer from the stories, and I can't wait to read this book. So I'm definitely going to read it this October. So you will see it in my October wrap up at the beginning of November. So like I said, I'm excited to read this book. I know y'all might not be, but I'm gonna read it for y'all and I'll let you know. All right, you guys. I am done with my unhauling. U-hauling, unhauling, a haul. I'm done with discussing the books that I'm adding to my lovely book collection. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Period. 10 books for you guys to hopefully experience a journey with me. Like I said, out of the 10, I can guarantee you 3 or 4 of them are getting read this month. Yeah. Because I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh, yeah. I want to read those now. So stick around. I will be doing reviews, both vague general reviews and detailed spoiler type reviews. I'll be working on those soon. So I'm so glad to go through this experience with you guys. I'm sorry if this first video was a little, but you know, it's my first video. So bear with me, it's gonna get a lot better the more comfortable I am sitting in my room in the wee hours of the night/morning, staring into a camera, discussing books that I've read or plan to read. So it's gonna get better. Just bear with me, and thank you so much for being a part of my first video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy it and you can't wait to see what's to come of these books, if you can't wait to see what I'm going to read, what I'm gonna unhaul, what I'm gonna go through, wrap up, all of those things, subscribe, like this video, you know, help me out. I'm trying to grow. So I will see you guys in the next video, which, surprise, it's going to be posted right after this one, and it is going to be a wrap up of the books that I read in September. And I believe I read 9 books in September. Maybe it was 10. I gotta look at the list. It's on my phone, so we'll see. But anyway, go ahead and watch that video. You can click it there, There. I don't know where it's gonna be. Click it, watch it, enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't just read people. Read a book, bitch. All right, I'll see y'all next video. Bye.